We all know about Pearl Harbor and 9/11, but there is one day in U.S. history that was arguably the scariest, yet hardly anyone talks about it. Imagine a day when the fate of millions hung in the balance, a day when we came terrifyingly close to global catastrophe. This event is often forgotten because, unlike the attacks of 1941 or 2001, it was a near miss, not a direct, spectacular attack on U.S. soil. The full horror was averted, leaving no visible scars for history books to dwell on. The day we are talking about is Saturday, October 27, 1962, the height of the Cuban Missile Crisis, often called Black Saturday. To understand the gravity of this day, we must first look at the climate of fear and uncertainty that led up to it. The backdrop was the peak of the Cold War. The US and the Soviet Union were locked in an ideological and nuclear arms race, with proxy conflicts simmering across the globe. The discovery of Soviet ballistic missiles being placed in Cuba, just 90 miles from American shores, instantly brought the threat of nuclear annihilation closer than ever before. Black Saturday, October 27th, was the most volatile and dangerous 24 hours of the crisis. Several simultaneous events nearly triggered a full-scale nuclear exchange. The most terrifying incident involved a Soviet submarine, B-59. Under attack by U.S. destroyers, the crew, believing war had started, prepared to launch a nuclear torpedo. Protocol required 3 senior officers to agree. Only one, Vasily Arkhipov, refused, effectively saving the world. If that torpedo had launched, it would have surely been met with massive U.S. retaliation, escalating the conflict instantly to full-scale nuclear war, threatening every major American city. Despite the multiple near misses on Black Saturday, cooler heads eventually prevailed. The path to resolution was paved by desperate, behind-the-scenes negotiations. The crisis was diffused when the U.S. agreed to remove its Jupiter missiles from Turkey in exchange for the Soviet Union removing their missiles from Cuba. It was a secret deal that allowed both sides a public victory. The immediate result was a collective sigh of relief, though the public was largely unaware of just how close they had come to the brink. The U.S. government emphasized diplomacy while downplaying the terrifying moments of October 27th. The Cuban Missile Crisis fundamentally changed the nature of U.S.-Soviet relations and significantly influenced military and political strategy for decades. One of the most important long-term changes was the establishment of the hotline, a direct communications link between Washington and Moscow to prevent future crises fueled by miscommunication and delays. Black Saturday remains obscured because it was a crisis avoided. It was a failure of intelligence that almost led to catastrophe, but the success in the end was maintaining peace, which is often less dramatic than war. October 27, 1962, stands as a chilling testament to the fragility of peace and the immense consequences of human error during high-stakes geopolitical conflict. It was the day the world held its breath, and a stark reminder that sometimes the most terrifying moments are the ones we manage to keep out of the history books, or rather, the public memory. Let's commit to remembering Black Saturday not just as a historical event, but as a crucial lesson in diplomacy, de-escalation, and the importance of preventing nuclear war.